We are doing a Lake Titicaca tour today. We're a little bit confused. We booked a tour and we've just been passed along basically all morning.
We took a night bus last night from Cusco to Puno for like 7.5 hours, and then we sat at the bus station for like 2 hours this morning because we arrived at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we just like got in some random bus, and then we got to some random boat, and then we got passed around to like 2 other different people.
So now we're pretty sure that we're on the right tour. And so today we're going around to a couple different islands on Lake Titicaca. And I guess we'll just keep you posted. We'll give you a little bit of information on the lake as we go along. We have made it to the Uros of Lake Titicaca. These are like the most famous things to do here in Puno, and it's actually incredible.
It's really cool. They're floating islands, so they build their own islands out of essentially dirt and then reeds, lots and lots of reeds, and then their houses on top, and then they just live on these islands.
So cool. So it's what they do is they stack a set of reeds one way 1 week, and then the next week they'll set them like the other way, and then on the third week they'll do the other direction again, and then they play soccer on it to flatten it down, which is super cool.
Solidify it.
And then they actually just like anchor it all. They have like 7 anchors around the whole island, and it's incredible. Like,
yeah,
it's
the
super
whole process
cool.
takes about a
So
year to do.
we're literally just floating on Lake Titicaca right now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which is super cool.
And now they've invited us to go and see their homes, so we're just gonna kind of walk around this small little island and see how they live.
Yeah. I'm so pumped about this.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
Imagine living in this. Wow. It's crazy. Cannot imagine actually living on one of these islands and just like, I don't know, being here, making all your meals, chilling.
Yeah.
I don't know, other than tourism, I don't know what you would do all day. It's crazy. It's very beautiful though.
So as like a bunch of waves come, you can see the whole island just like go like this. It's so crazy.
It's like a giant waterbed. That's what it feels like.
Apparently sometimes like an anchor will come loose and the whole island will just like just float away. So apparently like 10 years ago this island was way over that way, which is just crazy. Super cool.
So cool.
It's incredible.
Quick! Oh! This is really hard with one hand.
You can do it. Really
I'm gonna pass you this.
Okay, I got it.
It's actually like,
Come on up, sir.
God, it's sketchy.
Gotta hurry up.
Wow! Look how beautiful this is.
This is so incredible.
Wow.
It's on these floating islands.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going on the Mercedes-Benz of reed boats. Look at this thing, it's a beauty.
As usual, the last one's on.
Yeah, always waiting for the end. Marcus said. So we just took that reed boat. It cost 10 soles above the cost of our tour, and now we just get to explore this other floating island for a little bit longer before we go to a different island.
Watch your step, there's a little one. So we have about a 2-hour boat ride to our next island, so we figured we'd take this time to maybe tell you a little bit about Lake Titicaca.
And right now we're on the top of the boat all by ourselves, and we can just see the 360 view of the lake as we're navigating across it.
That's right, and speaking of navigating, this is the highest navigable lake in the world.
It's at 3,800 meters.
That's right.
It's crazy.
And it's also the biggest lake in South America, which is crazy.
Yeah, super cool. So, and another cool thing about it is it actually spans over Peru and Bolivia. So you technically can cross the border by boat, which is, it's really cool. So it's half in Peru and half in Bolivia.
That's right. It's very, very big.
Yeah, huge lake.
But beautiful. We have
a ton of islands. I think there's like 41 islands on this lake, which is crazy.
That's right. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is incredible. We have very, very good weather as well, so pretty happy about that.
Sunscreen in my eyes. Struggling.
Minus the sunscreen in the eyes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We've just arrived at our next island of Amantani.
So we decided to do a tour that also included a homestay because we wanted to kind of get to experience what life is like on one of these islands. So we just arrived at with our little host family and had lunch with them, and it's just really special to be able to ask them questions about what life is like on living on the lake.
That's right, and so it's awesome because we get to spend the night here, kind of see what things are like. Yeah. And what we're realizing is that over the last couple of years, these islands have started to rely a lot on tourism. The Lake Titicaca and all these islands and the Uros have really risen in popularity, but of course because of the pandemic, things have been quite tough. So every 2 months they actually cycle through the different communities here on Amantani, and so the family is very excited to have us here, and they had a bunch of different artisanal things ready for us, and so we bought a couple pairs of socks. And so it's just really exciting to get to know them and ask questions about what life is like here, and also just kind of be able to support them a little bit as well. That's right.
This is how we get up to our house. I love it. Want a little house tour? It's our entrance. Here's our family.
¿Ya vamos? Ah, excelente.
Okay. La familia.
We only have like 5 minutes, we gotta go, but then get the
nice little kitchen. Y arriba. Hola. This is our bedroom. Twin beds, so no snuggling tonight.
Oh. So sad.
It's one night, we could probably survive.
Cool. Well, shall we get ready?
Yeah. Let's do it. On to the next thing. things you need to know about Lake Titicaca is it's deeply connected to Incan mythology and history. There's actually legend goes that the first Incan king was actually born here, and so there's just a lot of connections. There's ruins on all the islands, and they just have a lot of traditions related to Incan history.
That's right, and here on Amantani, it is no different. There are 2 peaks here on the island, and one represents Pachatata and the other is Pachamama. And so today we're going up for sunset, and we're just going to enjoy the top.
Of course, another hike at high altitude.
Just remember, when you come to Peru, 90% of the activities involve hiking.
Yeah, but it's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
We're going to watch the sunset from the top.
It's so beautiful. Found our spot. This is so beautiful. Oh, the sunsets. I love it. Haven't had a good sunset in a while, I feel like. It's time to just relax. Good morning from another beautiful day here on Lake Titicaca. Last night we turned off the camera and had some dinner with our family and just got to spend a little bit of time with them and just kind of learn a little bit more about their life here on Amantani. And then they dressed us up and we went out dancing, and it was just a really fun time, and we are just absolutely bagged. So this morning we are just having some breakfast, have a little bit of pancakes, and we're gonna go off to the next island pretty quick here. So we'll keep you posted. So we have made it to our final island of Taquile, not tequila.
Unfortunately, no tequila here.
So this is the last island of the trip, and we thought this would be a good opportunity to give kind of an honest review of this tour.
Yeah, so the tour has been really cool to experience these communities. These islands are just absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. It's so unique to be in a place where there's no cars and everything is like cobblestone streets.
Totally.
And to just kind of see all the different communities, like outfits that they wear, and get to talk to them a little bit. So we've really loved that part of the experience of just seeing how all these people live on Lake Titicaca.
Totally. And the one thing I would say about this tour is that it's a group tour.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're always getting wrangled. Like I get it, because it's like there's just so many people. We're on it with probably like 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
So the guide is just always trying to like get everyone to come together, and you just don't really have that much time, I would say, on your own. Freedom, which is, it's fine. It's just a group tour. And the other thing is, I would say, is that it does feel a little bit forced when it comes to like the like showing of the traditional I guess garb and things that are going on. Like
with our host family, it was so nice because we could just talk to them and ask them questions, and it felt like it was really natural. But there's like been a few moments where it just feels kind of weird, where they'll like line up all the local people and then be talking about them, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's a little like more touristy and more forced than we typically like in something like this.
Yeah, and like I do actually get it, because they kind of said that these islands are starting to really rely on tourism, and it is really cool to understand and learn about these cultures.
Yeah.
But you do just have to be really careful about these types of things, and so we're just trying to be a little bit aware.
Yeah,
of
and
that.
just be aware when you book it too. Like we booked through one company, but then we realized like all the companies just combine at the main
That's
boat,
right.
and then you all go together anyway.
Yeah.
So unless you're booking like a private tour, just expect to be in a bigger group, because we were not fully expecting that.
So we booked this through Find Local Trips. We'll put a link in the description just so it's easy for you to find. And like Sarah said, it doesn't really matter which one you go with, because it's all just going to end up on the same boat anyways.
But yeah, I would do it again for sure. It's been amazing. Such a cool experience.
Yeah, highly recommend doing something like this, just because it's incredible. Like
it's super cool.
It's beautiful. These islands and Lake Titicaca is just gorgeous. So.
But yeah, our goal for this island is essentially we just hiked all the way up to the main plaza. So we're now at 3,900 meters, I think.
Meters, yeah.
And then we have some free time at the plaza here to just kind of like enjoy the local community. And then we essentially just hike down the other side back to our boat.
Yeah. So we're just going to end it here and say thanks for watching. If you like this video, throw down a like and maybe subscribe if you want to see more of Peru. So thanks for watching. Okay, today we are in Puno, and we don't really know what's going on. We booked a tour to go on the Lake Titicaca. Yeah, thank you so much. We booked a tour to go on Lake Titicaca. Does it smell like
Dirt? You said to smell it, but it doesn't smell different than dirt.
It smells like dirt.